Hey everyone, I'm here with the overall top 10, broken out into categories of my bestsellers, your favorites, from last month. That would be March 2022. Hope you're all doing great. I have the top 10 ready to go. The top 10 is a mix of the overall top 10, and then after we go through that, I will break out into the usual categories of beauty, accessories, and lifestyle, but I'm adding clothing back in because, well, you'll see, the top 10 normally is just straight up clothing, but we have a lot of variety this time. So coming in at number 1, now this is normally number 1 in lifestyle or close to it, but it's never been like the number 1. And that is the newest offering from one of the newest offerings from the Trusted Lab. So you've heard me talk about their Sleepy Time gummies for a while now, well over a year, and that is a mixture of CBD and melatonin, but these are slightly different. This is CBN. It's a different cannabinoid than CBD, slightly different effect, and this is melatonin free, and I just got my new bottle. I finished a bottle, had to wait a couple of weeks. They were back ordered. These things fly off the shelves. If I can open them, I will show you that this month they're a little different. They're normally just like a little gummy shape, but now they're almost like gummy worms. How fun are those? And I will say that these, I like the taste of all of them. The ones with CBD do have a little tiny smidge of like an herbal aftertaste, but these straight up taste like candy. I don't take these every night. I mix them, so to speak, alternate with the regular CBD melatonin gummies. And then on nights I really know I need a good night's sleep or I'm a little extra stressed, I reach for these. If you were following me on stories on April Fool's Day, I took one of these that night. I was needing a little extra stress relief. They are THC free. They will not pop positive on a drug test, but I love them. I will link to those and the other ones that have the melatonin in it if you're interested. Number 2 is actually this top. This is the ruffled sleeve that I love. I originally bought in yellow and then I added a navy to my collection. I love this. It's such a basic tee, but it's not. I mean, it just looks expensive. It feels expensive. It is a little more than $15, so it is not expensive. I'm so glad you're enjoying it, and I'm so glad that it looks like Walmart restocked it as well. Let me scooch over for number 3. Once again, it is the Yes, it is the Max. It's the MZ Wallace Max 2 Tote. The actual black color that I have goes in and out of stock. They also offer it sometimes in a navy, a few other colors. It's such a great travel tote. I know we are starting to hit the road, get on the planes again. If you're looking for a travel tote or just an everyday really large tote that's easy to carry, super lightweight, you will love this one. Number 4 has been a bestseller for a while, and I'm really glad Nordstrom brought it back. It's a Ringer V-neck tee. So it has that contrast around the collar from the tee, but instead of being a traditional round neck, it's a little bit of a V-neck. Several color options. It's pink with like a darker pink around it, and it has almost like a burnt out effect, so it almost looks like it's velvety, but it's not. It's just straight up cotton, and I love how thin it is and how nicely it drapes. It's thin, but it's not see-through. Number 5 overall are these sandals. These are from Time and True. They have the memory foam. They have the braid that everybody loves, and they are a little more elongated. Even though there's the square toe, they're a little more elongated, so even though it's a flat, it does flatter the foot a little bit, and they do come in other colors. I love this ivory, but there is more of a lilac-y pink that I really think I need it for spring, summer. They had the heeled version of this. It keeps selling out quickly. I will link to it, and maybe where you are, it is in stock, because if you don't want the pricier version that we're gonna talk about in a minute, this is a very nice alternative. Number 6 overall is the flutter sleeve blouse that I wore. I think it was my most recent Nordstrom Beauty video, and I like it. I don't like the color I got, and I am embarrassed to tell you, it's sitting in my car. I keep meaning to go over to Nordstrom and just swap it out. I could have mailed it back, but I keep thinking, no, I'll just run to the mall. It's 15 minutes away. Haven't done it. I did pick a color though. I like one of the blue options. Big surprise there. Most of you recommended that one as well. It's a great top, and I really hope it is still in stock because I do want to get it in a different color. Number 7, hang on, I have it on my foot. Speaking of sandals, is this one. This is the actual Dolce Vita, the original braided black heel sandal, and this came in at number 7, I believe I said. Yes, it did. Like I was saying earlier, Walmart does have a version of this, but it sells out so quickly. I have not been able to get my hands on it in my size, so I can't tell you how it compares to the original, but if I'm going off of how this one feels, well, there you can see they're very, very similar. I don't know if the straps on the Walmart version are wider like this one is, but all I can tell you is they feel very similar. You know, if you don't want to pay the Dolce Vita price, I can't talk today, you might want to wait for the Walmart version, but I love these. I can walk for days in these, and they have released this style in so many great both colors and neutral options and combinations for this season that you won't be sorry you spent the money on it. All right, number 8, travels on the brain. I barely mentioned this, but it hit the number 8 spot. It's the iFly hard-sided luggage set. I have mine in gold. I don't know if that exact color is still around, but the actual set still is, and you can buy different combinations. You can get all 3 pieces, you can get 2, you can just buy individual pieces. They hold up. I've taken them on airplane trips, road trips, traveled all over the place with them. They hold a lot, and that hard-sided luggage is the way to go. I say you can fit a lot more in a hard-sided case than you can just the traditional soft zip kind. It is a game changer for packing. Number 9 overall is a beauty item. It is the Lancome eyeshadow palette in French Nude that I'm not actually wearing today. But it is a beautiful palette. I don't know why I should have put this one on. It's so pretty. The colors are very soft, they're very subtle, they feel super creamy to the touch, and it's just a nice base, especially if you're just throwing something on really fast and running out the door. It'll make you look done without being overdone. Just in case you were wondering, I am actually wearing this palette from the M Cosmetics line. It's the Rodin shade. I love this one. This is such a great neutral. There's a little touch of warmth to it. Really nice basic, but I think really pretty for spring, summer too. I'm loving them both. Kind of use them interchangeably. And then to round out the top 10 is a lifestyle option, and it is this USB plug extender because it has 2 USB ports, is it a USB-C? Who knows? One of the newer, littler ones. This plugs into a normal wall socket, and then it gives you so many more options. So it gives you the USB ports and then 2 regular outlets on the front and each side. So great for travel, but also great if you're just in a room that has not enough outlets for all the things you need to plug in, or just doesn't have enough right next to the bed or something like that where you need to have a lot of things plugged in. This is a great alternative. It doesn't take up a lot of space. It hugs the wall. I think this is a really nice option. All right, let's do the breakout category. So like I mentioned, number 1 in beauty was the Lancome eyeshadow palette. Voila, French Nude. Number 2 was the Clé de Peau concealer, which I love for this time of year because it actually has an SPF of, I think it is 27. So especially as we're spending a lot more time outside, it's really important to use the SPF. Doubly important to make sure any blemishes or dark spots on your face or under eyes have SPF on top of that. We don't need things to get worse. So I'm really glad that this was a bestseller. Number 3, I do have on, and that is this. It is the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. Now, this isn't just from NARS. I have highlighter on, but it is a beautiful finish. I keep meaning to show one side of my face with the Charlotte Tilbury. I have a sample, and one of the NARS. I definitely just love this. I love how it feels. I love how it makes my skin look. I went a little crazy. I tried the cream bronzer today from NARS as well, and I don't know that I did a great job blending it in, but we're not gonna talk about that. But this is a really nice foundation. I will say this runs more yellow than you think. So I actually chose a shade that's pinker than I usually wear, and it worked perfectly, and I am in the shade Yukon. Number 4 in beauty is the sunscreen from Supergroup, the Unseen Sunscreen. I love, obviously, the SPF and the fact that it doesn't break out my sensitive skin. It's SPF 40, but it feels silicone-y, and so it's really great as that last step in my skincare. And then as I'm moving into makeup, all my foundations just glide right over it, and not one of them has pills. Occasionally I have some pilling issues with my Ulta MD and a couple others. I have not had that problem with this sunscreen yet, so that's kind of important. Other than the fact that it also does not, I don't burn or get any color on my face. That's the number 1 thing. But second for me is that, well, second is that it doesn't break me out. Third, most important on my checklist of SPFs, no pilling. That's a good thing. And then last for beauty top 5, again, love to see this one hit the top list. It's the Trish McEvoy Instant Eye Lift. I have it in shade 1. This is a corrector or eye brightener. You wear it before you put on foundation, or if you're not wearing foundation, that's just all you put on under your eyes. Really brightens things up. Really great for a low-key makeup day when paired with the Lancome eyeshadow palette. All right, moving on to clothing. So number 1 is this top. Number 2 is the Ringer V-neck tee that I mentioned earlier. Number 3 is the flutter sleeve blouse that I mentioned in the top 10. Then the last 2 didn't make the top 10, which is why I added clothing. Normally it's all full already. So number 4 is the tiered dress with long sleeves. I have it in the denim. Most of the sizes are still in stock, not my size. It does run big. Definitely size down. I have it in an extra small, but there are other colors available that are super pretty. And I did see on Instagram someone wore the white one unbuttoned all the way as a swimsuit cover up, which I thought was a really great idea. There's also a pink plaid. There's more of like an ivory tan. There's definite good other color options. And I like the idea of mixing things up a bit and wearing it open, almost like a duster over a tank with some linen pants or denim shorts. So definitely check that one out if you haven't already, though it looks like a lot of you have. And then number 5 is the, well, I'm calling it the Madras print square neck midi dress, but it does come in, I think, 3 other prints. There's a really sunny, pretty yellow that I have my eye on, but on my, when I say when I click on, I have heard from many of you that when you check your Walmart website, depending on where you are geographically, it will show availability differently than other parts of the country. So always check, even if I say it's sold out. And if that doesn't work, check in your store because they carry more and more every day. But this Madras print blouse, it's so cute. It's so flattering. It's so nice to throw on when it's just really hot. It's what I've been wearing almost around the house as a house dress because it's just so flowy and nice. It runs pretty big. I got it in a small. I easily could have worn it in an extra small, and I love that they added pockets. Okay, let's move on to accessories. So number 1 was the MZ Wallace tote. I just love it. And I love the MZ Wallace line, and I say this pretty much every time I mention this tote, but I do have my eye on one of their crossbody bags. I'm gonna pop it in here. I'd love to hear your feedback. I love my Marnie satchel, don't get me wrong, but it is a little bit heavier and bigger than I want to wear when, say, I'm running to like sightseeing type thing, something where I don't really need a lot, but I want to have I want a few important things, and I want something super lightweight. That's where I'm thinking this MZ Wallace comes in, and I just can't decide on the color. I'm starting to lean towards navy, so I'm gonna pop in a picture of all the color options right now, and I need you to let me know what you think would work out best. Number 2 in accessories were the woven flat sandals. And number 3 were the Dolce Vita, same concept but with the black heels. Number 4, this is making me nuts. Okay, not that the actual number 4 I love. They're the Scoop resin earrings. I'll pop in a picture. What's making me nuts is I took them off. I think I wore them even on my birthday. I took them off, I set them down somewhere. I'm looking around like they're gonna just pop up. I don't know where I put them, or if I put them in a purse maybe. Do you guys do this? Does this happen? You're sitting down, you take off your earrings, you set them down wherever you are, and then you have no idea where they went. That's kind of what's going on here. Really love what Scoop is offering right now with the jewelry. They've even launched a few newer items, and I'm gonna pop in here. I had done sort of a jewelry roundup, and I'm pretty sure all of them are still available on the site. And I'll put the link below to shop it, but yay for Scoop. And then number 5 and most popular are these little guys. Let me pop this off for you. These come in a few colors. I have them in pink. They're very lightweight. They're very dangly, hence you can see the dangle. I like the little stone detail here. There's just nice little details, but I wanted to share with you the matching necklace that I have because I love the stuff that Kendra Scott thinks of. So this is adjustable length. This chain can be worn shorter or even a little bit longer, and it has the matching stone charm here. And this is not an inexpensive piece, so I like that they made this versatile. So this pendant has a little, like it doesn't swivel, what's the word I'm looking for? It can be removed. There's a little, there it is. It bends in at one point. And you can just wear the chain just like that. Or you could add a different pendant to it. And you can take this and wear it on something else. Isn't that cool? I love it. It has like a little piece that leans in here that my giant nails, you can't see it, but take my word for it because I just did it. Also, do we think it's time to cut these down? Are they getting, I feel like they're getting a little long. They were fun, but now I'm kind of over it. Anyway, I love this. So I can just wear it like this and then it's not such a matchy set. Okay, let's round things up with lifestyle top 5. Number 1, of course, were the CBN gummy worms this month. So fun. I love that they changed things up a little bit. Number 2 was the hard side luggage. Number 3 was the port extender, let's call it, or plug extender. Number 4, again, great as travel is ramping up, is the Apple AirTag. It's like this big. Shane came home for spring break. He put one of those in his golf bag because he checked his golf bag and he was very concerned that of all the things that was gonna come home and then get back to school with him, and he could track it. In fact, we were tracking it while he was in the air and we could see that it was flying from here and landed in Memphis with him. So when he got off the plane and it wasn't initially showing up on the luggage carousel, we texted him and said, don't worry, it's showing that it's there in Memphis, they will find it. And it did. It's just, normally golf bags don't come in the main carousel because it's so oversized. They're usually off to another side of the baggage pickup area. And he'd never traveled on his own with his golf club, so he had never paid attention to that. So anyway, it's a nice peace of mind. So he has that. And then number 5, the last most popular thing, the best, your viewer favorites from March 2022 was this outdoor patio set. I love mine. I've been spending a ton of time outside, just laying on my couch, doing work, reading, maybe not working enough, doing a lot of reading though. And I just love it. It's so comfortable. I've always loved the Better Homes and Gardens options at Walmart. We did add something to ours. I went ahead and went on Amazon and I ordered a couch cover and then 2 chair covers because right now we're really getting into pollen season. And within days, everything's gonna be covered in yellow pollen dust. So these are key. Also, when it's gonna rain, they are waterproof. So you can just take them off in the morning or after the rain and sit right down and not be soaking wet. So I'm gonna include those down below because those are a lifesaver. One, to just extend the life of your patio furniture, because even from Walmart, this is not inexpensive. It's a nice chunk of change for the set, but also so that you can actually use and enjoy your outdoor furniture without getting covered in pollen or soaking wet. Well, that was it for March 2022 bestsellers, viewer favorites. I never know what to call them. They're probably both, I guess. I hope you enjoyed it. If you bought any of this stuff and you have some input you'd like to share, please let me know. I hope you found this interesting. Hope you're having a great day today, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.